What's up, everybody? This is Jay. Thanks for coming through for another week for the Friday Fuss. I really appreciate all your support. Everybody that come through, everybody that's been waiting, thanks a lot. I appreciate you, love you. Now we got a lot to get into, so I'm gonna get ready to unpack it. I got a lot to talk about. We got, of course, a lot of news. Did y'all see Joe Biden fall and barely could get up? I mean, he did a triple Lindy. He failed, tried to get up, fell again, tried to get up, fell all over the place. Of course, you know, the Trumpers were happy. I'm not a Trumper or a Biden, person. I'm a neutral person, but it was funny. I ain't gonna lie. It was almost as funny as when Trump had that toilet tissue. He had that toilet tissue on his shoe walking around and stuff. Anyway, it was funny. I don't give a damn. Also, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Damn, that was dope. That went by real fast, that first 48 minutes or whatever the episode was. I'm like, damn, that's it. It was getting good. I ain't want it to end. So, and of course, you all that's my fans that's been supporting me, I'm behind on some shows. I wasn't able to catch up on everything, but I am catching up. And by Sunday, I'm going to be able to, lay the heat on Snowfall, Real Housewives, and a few other shows. All right. Also, we got a live call-in show tonight. So we're going to get ready to get into it. Let me say what's up to a few of the comments. Brother Osborne, what's up? What's up? You was here before it even got started, man. I'm glad you was there. I appreciate your support. It's people like yourself that keep me going, keep me motivated. So I appreciate you. One Journey, of course, appreciate your support and help. Also, another thing, I'm going to start to do more product reviews live every week. I'm going to do an app of the week every week. That's why it's called App of the Week. And I'm going to talk about different apps that I think you may want to use or check out. Now, my phone is a little different than most, not because it's so special. As you see, I don't have the newest iPhone. I got the iPhone XR, but I did buy 250 gigs worth of storage. I have like almost 400 apps on my phone. I know it's a lot. And I got a lot of pictures, a lot of videos, but this is almost an extension of my work, of my computer. So that's why I bought it. And if you have a MacBook Pro, most people don't use their computer the same way I do for video editing and things. But if you got that with your phone, it all goes together and it make it work together real sweet and seamless. And so I got a couple apps that even if you don't use it the way I do, you'll enjoy and check it out. Okay, I got a lot of apps I'm going to start talking about. Anyway, let me get a little sip of happiness right quick. Hold up. Also, I done shaved off my little peach fuzz, y'all. I know ain't nobody give a damn, but hey, I've grown the little peach fuzz on my chin since quarantine started. I said I ain't gonna shave till it's over. It ain't over necessarily, but I'm tired of it. It's the longest I ever grew my facial hair. At first I was letting it all grow out, but it was itching too much, so I had to cut it off. So anyway, Brother Donald Welliver, what's up, man? Thanks for the support. Check out Mayans. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I seen it on Hulu, but I haven't actually watched it yet. But I did see it on Hulu as well. Mayans MC Motorcycle Club. All right, appreciate it. Mello, yeah. I had to go ahead and give me a nice little White Sox throwback. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. My white Bears was getting a little dirty. I had to put that up into the vault. You gotta lay that up, okay? Protected like the quarterback. They're my quarterback. They're my quarterback. Who knew where I got that from? Also, I'm going to start doing Fan of the Week. Okay, I'm gonna start this Sunday where you got a chance to win $20 or 25. I'm trying to decide. Ain't that big of a difference on Cash App. Okay, and you could either get it in Bitcoin or in cash. And all you got to do, of course, is be subscribed, hit the likes, and participate with comments. And I'm not going to be the one to choose. I'm going to let the fans choose. I'm going to say, all right, it's time for the fan of the week. Y'all let me know who you think should get it. And you all will put in my votes. I might say, hey, I might think, somebody such and such should get it. But I'm going to let you guys decide. And then you could get some Bitcoin or you could get some cash. What y'all think of that? And appreciate it, So we're going to make it work. What's up? What's up? Hey, I saw your message. I just saw it just a second ago. Part of the reason that I was late, because normally I start at 8, but I think I might start at 9 from now on. I was sleepy, tired, tried to take a nap. I end up almost sleeping till tomorrow, y'all. Comatose. Them toes was in a coma, straight up. But I'm back, so I appreciate you. You say it's looking like WandaVision is better, big bro. I'm going to give it some time, though. I don't know about that. Come on now. Falcon and the Winter Soldier started off way better than WandaVision to me. Because that WandaVision in the black and white was a horrible start to me. I didn't like the black and white episodes. It was cool trying to figure it out. They was only 30 minutes, barely. And they were corny, in my opinion. But I wanted to see the Easter eggs and this, that, and the other, so I gave it a chance. And WandaVision did not disappoint in the end. It's funny until it happened to say, you ain't lying. The tissue, right. And what you talking about is it's funny until it happened to someone else about Biden, Joey B. I'm a little behind on the comments. I'm about to catch up, though. It was good. Hey, Zaza, checking in on Twitter, a.k.a. What the hell is it called again? Periscope. They are cutting off in 10 days. So for those who don't know, Twitter is going to be cutting off their streaming video app called Periscope in 10 days. And that's going to be unfortunate, but they are going to make it just rolled into Twitter as one, which is what they should have did in the first place. Why would you have your video operations and your video service separated? Well, we got to watch and see, brother. We got to watch and see. But it is going to be interesting. You say, what's the plot of the show? Who's going to be the real Captain America? I think that this dude that they brought at the end is going to be some type of poser. My son was saying something about that the dude was a gay Captain America. Now, I didn't pick up on that or say it. He said he read about it or saw it somewhere, which may be the case. I'm not sure. Brother Don coming through again, boy. You got that stimulus money. I appreciate you, big bro. You say it's a spinoff of Sons of Anarchy. Okay. I ain't seen Sons of Anarchy. I know about it, but I'm going to have to check it out. All right. Oh, yeah. This was actually good. Now, I didn't like the smaller screen format. I knew it was something that I saw that I forgot, but I just woke up a little while ago, like I said, and so I forgot to put that in the title. But I liked Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's 4 hours long, though, but it gave you a lot more backstory about what happened with the characters and everything, and I enjoyed it. I'm actually going to stream the Zack Snyder's Justice League on movie night tomorrow on Twitch. So, you have to set aside a lot of time because that was a lot of movie to unpack. But it was actually good. I enjoyed it. And I'm going to get into that a little bit. Okay? My girl Whitney, what's up, Whit? How you doing, sis? I appreciate you as always for coming through, for all your support, all your help. I know you're a hard-working woman. I appreciate you. You were one of our, first technical difficulties. All right. But appreciate you, Wit, for coming through. Let me catch up with these comments right quick, and then let's get it going. Mike, what's up, brother? How you doing? You say Forrest gonna be fired by what Joe Sikora and Chris, I don't know what that's saying. They said. I agree, though. I think Forrest is gonna be fired. We'll see. Oh, and also I'm gonna talk about a couple comments that some people have left that was kind of interesting. So we'll get into that. Hey, Sally Ann, hey, how you doing? Appreciate you for coming through. Thank you. You say Mayans are on season 3, so I got a lot of catching up to do. That's my quarterback. That's my quarterback. Ill Woods. That's right. All right, come on, internet. Don't fail me now. It's got the damn comments frozen. All right, there we go. You Tupac? Tupac? All right. You talking about who's Falcon. He played Tupac in Notorious. His name is too big. Come on, internet. Don't fail me now. All right. I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier is better too. I think it's a lot better than WandaVision, at least as far as one episode 1 versus episode 1. You don't think it'll hit WandaVision peak though? We'll see. It's starting off better to me. I think it might. I'm ready to check it out. Mike, you just finished WandaVision today. They could have stuck the landing better, but good series. I think they actually could have started it off better, and they actually did a great way to finish it. But we could talk about that a little bit as well. Everyone clowned Anthony Mackie for years after Notorious. Well, I mean, everybody know he don't look nothing like no damn Tupac. All they did was shave his head, and he was black. That's the only kind of, similarities they had. So I don't know. Mello, the gay Captain America, yeah, some of these narratives, who knows where they going with it. But I didn't pick up on that dude being gay. He didn't say anything or do anything. But my son said that's what he read. Not that dude was gay, but that it was supposed to be a gay Captain America. So we'll see what happened. Brother CJ, what's up, man? Good to see you back. I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier was better than okay. Again, there's only one episode, so we can only say, what's up. Justice League, as far as the movie, is okay. I agree. But it was better than the Zack Snyder cut was better than the cut that was released to the masses, I would say. I see why they probably shortened it because it's almost 4 hours long, but they cut out a lot of the backstory and character development, and it seemed a little dark as well, which I like instead of the childish version. Oh, and also, while I'm thinking about it, I'm in week 5 of my Smile Direct journey. They got my grill coming together real nice and beautiful. Okay. And I've been taking pictures and putting the video together. And I might put together a little sneak preview for my people on Wednesday to check it out. And I do have some codes where you can get some money off and things. So as I'm doing it, it's actually coming together pretty nice. I'm closing up them parking spaces. Be looking all right for my, peoples. All right, Lance checking in on Facebook. What's up, brother Lance? Dude is U.S. agent in the comics. He ends up going crazy. Okay, so see, the comics. I stopped reading comics, and a lot of the storylines that come in comics are after I stopped reading them. So I'm trying to check out stuff. And I'm kind of new to some things just as well. I do know how to point out a few things, but I'm always giving reviews as you see it, as everybody else sees it. Not that I don't, appreciate or want to know that stuff, but that's where my point of view is when I do a review. So you say the aspect ratio was a non-factor. I think it was for me. My TV is so big. I had them big black bars with a 4:3 ratio. I mean, after a while, I got used to watching it, but it did kind of suck. What up, Distro? I appreciate you. You also following me on Twitter. I appreciate you. What you got it in Spanish or something? But hey, I appreciate you, bro. You want to put the live link in? All right, let me go ahead and put the live link in a second. Hold on. We'll see. All right. Hey, man, it was a joke, man. Don't take it too serious, man. I ain't saying you need the stimulus, man. I appreciate your support. It was just a joke, brother. I wasn't trying to hate. Hey, Sally Ann, I'm glad you're doing good. I'm looking younger. All right. I'm trying to look a little younger, look a little better. Try to clean up a little bit. I try to clean up all right. Nah, mellow fellow, come on, man. Hey, we all here. Everybody is welcome. Let's not, hate or get upset. Let's give everybody a chance. I do believe everybody has a chance to, do right. I'm not a cancel culture type person. It may be a time where people going to be coming after me. You never know. So I don't believe in that. So let's all be good. Let's all have a good time. Let's chill. I can see if somebody is doing something, but if they ain't, let's move on. Okay? I appreciate you. I'm glad you got my back, bro. I appreciate you though. Don't get me wrong. That's real support. But, let's all be cool and let's have a good Zack Snyder's Justice League cut. Matter of fact, I need to go ahead and put that edit on here so people know that I'm about to talk about it. Now I got too many characters. They only let you put 100 characters on YouTube description. Saying it won't let me save it. Forget it. I had to go back and edit it. But yeah, I did see it. I actually enjoyed the Zack Snyder cut much better than the publicly released cut. And I'm going to talk about that as well. So let's get into it. All right, let's see. Anthony Mackie will always be Papa Doc in 8 Mile that got embarrassed by B Rabbit. Papa Doc, yeah, that's funny. Wonder Woman was better. That scene where she was on the expressway though, that was dope. But other than that, it didn't have a real villain. I think sometimes they underestimate the hero, something to overcome. And I don't think they had a good enough villain. He didn't seem like a real villain. He seemed like somebody that was trying to do right, but was making mistakes out of his control. Hey, Vaughn, what you think about it? Let me know. Hey, man, everybody a brother here to support the channel, man. Everybody is a brother or a sister that's coming here, taking time out their day to watch, comment, and help make this channel a success, man. We all got a part to play. As long as somebody is not, making it difficult for everybody to enjoy, then they all good. It's a lot of things, a lot of entertainment options and things everybody has. You don't have to sit here and watch me on YouTube. You could watch a lot of things on cable, a lot of other people on YouTube. You could do a lot of things. So if you're taking time out of your day to turn into my channel and comment and support, hey, I appreciate you. It's people in my family that don't even watch. It's people in my family that don't even comment. It's friends I've known my whole life that know my situation, know everything, that don't watch and don't comment. So, hey, if you take the time to come and watch and comment and support, you part of this family. Okay, sometimes we may have little disagreements as part of the family, but we can forgive and move on. So nobody that comes has done anything to the point where they could never come back in my eyes. So let's be good. Let's be cool. I believe in second chances. Not 3 strikes, you out. I'm playing. It's 4 strikes. Anyway, I agree. Wonder Woman 84 was dull. It wasn't a good villain. It was nothing for them to overcome, and it wasn't good enough to me. She didn't have anything to do. Sally Ann, okay, your little one is teething. Okay, I know you got a newborn, so that's why I say how your little one's doing. All right, you gotta have to put a little Hennessy on their gums. You know what I'm saying? Rub a little hen dog, a dog. It can, you all good. I'm just playing. I play. Okay. All right. All right. Asian chick was kind of fine, low key. Jay, yeah, she was. It wasn't low key. She was a cutie. And Captain America: Winter Soldier, which I think is really messed up. What's happening with the Asian community and how they're being targeted during this pandemic. I think it's very stupid and low level thinking. So what? Killing the Asian massage parlor workers or or beating up an older Asian lady is gonna what? What is that doing? How does that help anything? What, you think that's gonna make the pandemic go away? That's crazy. I think that's just so dumb. So, I think it's really unfortunate. They're getting a small taste of what African Americans have gone through, and it don't taste good. That's why I would never serve that dish and try to have anybody see what it tastes like. Sometimes people need to taste it so they can have more empathy, but at the same time, it's just too strong. It ain't for everybody. Really, it's for nobody. But you damn sure don't want to start, doing that. And it's really unfortunate. All right, let me see. You got the room set up perfect lighting wise so the black doesn't look as strong on the bars. Hey, I appreciate it. So as you all know, I am back in the lab. And so that's why I got everything looking nice and crispy again. Also, while I was gone, my tripod broke. And so I bought a new tripod. I'm going to start doing, like I say, more product reviews. This tripod is really good. It is really good. Now, I know maybe some people like tripod, but damn, this thing really is good, adjusts perfectly, and it's helping with the lighting a lot better. So that's probably why it does look a little bit, perfect now. Okay, distro, you put the username in Spanish. Okay, I saw that. I'm like, look at them trying to get all bilingual up in here. They're all bilingually. Okay. All right. Let's talk some WandaVision. Drop the link, Jay. All right. Well, WandaVision old, though. But we're doing Cyborg backstory. Black dude plays football, nothing else. Well, his backstory was a little more than that. But we did get to see a little more backstory for a couple other people, the Flash and stuff like that. So we'll see. You say Batman was more just Bruce Wayne on the film. You mean the Justice League, maybe. Wonder Woman need the music to fight every damn time. That's funny. All right. We got that Booger Sugar surprise. All right. I got a couple. Let me go ahead. Brother Vamp, what's up, Vamp Skrelly? I appreciate you hitting me up with the little comments and things on Instagram and talking about the stocks. I see that one stock check went way up. It's coming a little bit down, but hey, if I'd have rolled that wave when you said so on the live show, I could have sold it when it was at $4 and made a little chunk of change. So I appreciate that. Hey, thanks a lot, One Journey, for all your support and everything. Brother Trini, what's up? What's up? All right, let me go ahead and get into these comments. You guys got a lot of great comments. I mean, get into this show. Yeah, that Asian chick was pretty cute. It's unfortunate what's going on with that anyway. All right. DC definitely is the second option to Marvel. And of course, even though they released that Zack Snyder cut, they already going to do a reboot. They already fired, or he's not coming back, Ben Affleck for Batman. The only people they keeping, I believe, is Aquaman and Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman. And they're going to redo everything all over again. They redo stuff too much, whereas Marvel lock you down. And they keep the same actors for a while, and they put it together and make it right. And that's what's the big difference. Now, let's see. What y'all want to hear first? Some news, or you want to get into Falcon and the Winter Soldier? I just put the link up. Brother Julian, what's up, Julian? Been one of my longtime supporters, damn near since day one. I appreciate you, brother. How you doing? I know you out there in Las Vegas, Nevada. But I appreciate you, man, for checking through, man. How's everything been going for you? All right. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. All right. So for those who don't know, first off, let me just give a big shout out to Disney Plus. I mean, Disney got all the damn content in the world, but now they didn't get lazy and say, well, we got all the content, Marvel, Star Wars, all of this, we good. They came up with the more shows. Now, these shows probably would have been on Netflix and part of the little, Marvel, shows there with the Punisher and Luke Cage and all of that stuff. But now it's on Disney Plus and it's dope. Now I got somebody coming up, Michael. I'm about to go ahead and bring you up, and then we could talk about it. Oops. There we go. I got some type of internet issues right now. All right. Brother Michael, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's going on, Jay? You hear me?
You there? Yeah, I hear you now, man. How you doing, man?
Do good, man. Happy Friday.
Hey, yeah, same to you, man. Happy Friday, man. What's up, man? So you say you think WandaVision started off better than Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
I think I like the Winter Soldier one better because a lot more action in the beginning. But I enjoy WandaVision in the beginning. I like the first episode of WandaVision. It was like it was very because like it was very different than usual shows, and it was had the whole 60 vibes, and I thought it was hilarious the whole time. So I enjoyed it, and I liked the mystery of it in the beginning because I was guessing the whole time like, yo, what's going on? Did Wanda get kidnapped? Did they try to steal her powers? So yeah, it was a good ride. It just I didn't like the ending. I didn't like the ending was alright, but I feel like they could have stuck it better because there was so many unanswered questions at the end.
Right, right. That's true. And I get what you're saying. I think that it was cool a little bit, but they did 3 episodes of that old school stuff. I'm glad they ended it because I was like, oh my goodness, come on now with the sitcom stuff. It was cool. I like the Easter eggs, but I
I
like
thought
and
it was
enjoy.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Like
it
the
did
whole
have a
60
couple
vibes,
moments.
yeah. The
Yeah,
whole
it
like
had a couple
Vision
moments I enjoyed.
was
Yeah.
killing it, man. He was killing it. Vision. The whole magic show that they was doing, I was dying the whole
Right.
time when they were doing that.
That's true. That's true. That was kind of funny. Um,
But
so
at the end of that series, I was confused. Like, is Wanda evil now? Like, I didn't really go deep into it. Like, she kind of
yeah,
saved the day, but she was like the reason it was in that situation. She basically kidnapped the whole town and didn't apologize for any of it, and just left.
that's true. And even what's the other word? Which name? My brain is frozen right now.
I forgot her
Um,
name, but I think she was
yeah,
cool with it, man.
yeah. But
Like,
she
I
told
know,
her, "Hey, if you're a good guy, you can't be kidnapping people, basically,
yeah,
and
she
have a
was
whole
speaking
town."
facts. She was speaking
That's
facts.
true.
Like she wasn't like that
That's
at
true.
all.
Yeah, that's true.
Cause
I
what's
don't
that
know if
girl's
Wanda
name?
been.
The Rambo chick. She was like I don't
Yeah,
know. She was like she barely did anything. The only thing she did was find out it was Wanda like that was causing everything. But other than that, I was like, aren't you here to save the people? Because at the end she was like, oh, they'll never know what you gave up for them. And I was looking at her like, she kidnapped all these people and probably gave them all like brain trauma or something like that. So I don't know
right,
what
right.
I don't know what her deal was.
That's true. And she didn't realize that them people was tormented, because
Yeah,
when
yeah.
they would free their mind, they would be like, let me free my kid. And then she was like, oh no. So she didn't get it. But then at the end, that's why she
No,
went in isolation.
we talking
Now
about Wanda or
Tierra
the Rambo chick?
Wanda. Remember, if you
Okay.
saw in the very last episode, they had 2 cutscenes after the credits. And the very last cutscene, she in like Alaska somewhere. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, she was doing the Doctor Strange thing, right? And then she like 2 bodies
Basically,
somewhere. Yeah, I think that.
right, right. She was studying the book, and so she was trying to still basically bring Vision and her kids back, but then she was studying the dark arts and the magic, and who knows where that's going to lead in season 2 or in the Doctor Strange multiverse of madness. So
And
it's
then
interesting.
that other witch lady said that she was going to like destroy the world or something like that. That
She did,
you go.
because she said she the Scarlet Witch, and you
Yeah.
know destroy the world. And then we saw at the end she was in the Scarlet Witch outfit and studying that book of spells that uh Catherine Hahn, I can't think of her name. Y'all let me Agatha Harkness, thanks, brother CJ. Agatha Harkness had the book of the spells, and Wanda then had the book from her and was studying the spells. And so now she's going to be more powerful because really
She didn't know no
Wanda is
spells.
not a
Yeah.
witch.
She didn't know any
Yeah,
spells. She
she
just
just
did
had the
stuff.
power. Exactly.
How
So
you feel? How you
now
feel
she's
about?
going to have to be
How you feel
dangerous.
about that Vision fight? That was such like a Vision way to end the fight. They didn't just like, let me give you this math equation, and then the fight was over basically after that.
Yeah. Right. That was a nerd fight.
It was a good fight
That
in the
was a
beginning.
nerd
They was going at it.
Right, right.
I'm like,
Let me get back to this comment right quick. Do
go
Disney
ahead.
own the Justice League? As far as I know, they don't, right? They
No, I
don't
don't think
own
so.
DC.
No, I
Right.
don't
I
think
don't
so. I
think
think they
they
just
own
streaming it.
DC. Yeah, they own Marvel though. They own Marvel and they own well they not streaming
Yeah,
Justice League.
it's
That
on
was
HBO
on
Max, right?
HBO Max.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max. Because if they owned it, it would be on Disney Plus, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, true.
So you know. But so let me this Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Um this was good. I like this because for one, it's supposed to be 3 weeks after the snap, or they call it the blip.
Is it 3 weeks?
You know, that's what the stories say. And so what happens, and I think it even say it in here. Following the events of the Avengers Endgame, Sam, the Falcon, and Bucky team up in a global adventure. All right, it don't say it in this part, but it's pretty much not too far after that. And they asked, it's only going to be a 6-episode show, which, you know, is going to be kind of messed up because, damn, I want more. I'm greedy. But
True.
they made a good point that they brought up, which is, how do you get paid? Like, these dudes was working for free. Like, I'd have been like, hey, Tony, you need to drop $1 million in my bank account. Like, I'm risking my life to save the world and stuff. I can't work. I got a family to feed.
But
And
Tony
this
and
dude,
Falcon wasn't really cool like that. He was Captain America's man.
that's true. That's true. And Captain America was broke. He ain't had a job in 75 years.
Yeah, but how much is the government paying Falcon? Like he said he's getting like government contracts, but he's out here taking out terrorists and stuff. So like how much does that pay? You know, you're not getting
Right.
minimum wage for that. That's like you get $15 an hour to to take out terrorists.
Right. Right.
Like, why
That's
can't you afford?
crazy.
Why you need a loan?
Right. Like this dude was doing this for free, basically. And even the military don't work for free. They don't get paid a lot considering what they putting their lives on the line for and giving up.
But you know
But
what? Like his gadget, his equipment got messed up during that fight. So I'm like, how much? Like, how are they fixing that for you for free, or how are you paying for the like repairs?
Right. Like, what, he get free equipment and that's what he worked for? Like, come on, man. This is crazy. So that was a good point they brought up. That dude don't even get no money. And one journey say also Superman, yeah, he didn't have no pay either. And they made that a point in Zack Snyder Justice League because his mama lost the house.
And one thing, Jay, I think that whole bank scene was capped. Can you see how much of a fanboy that guy was? You think he's gonna deny an Avenger the loan if he really needs it? Like this guy saved the world on multiple occasions. You're like, nah, bro, I'm sorry, can't do this for you.
Right.
Like,
Talking about I want a selfie. Selfie? Man, get your ass out of here. And that wasn't one thing wasn't accurate about that, unless they had horrible credit, is that they would have said, well, we can't give you. That's why they didn't tell us how much money they was trying to get. Because they said
like 40 G's or something, or 100. I don't know, man.
Like, we don't know exactly. But that's why, because if it would have been maybe 100,000 that they was asking for, and for those who don't know, we talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier in the scene where Sam, Anthony Mackie was in the bank with his sister trying to get a loan for their family business. And oh boy, the bank teller basically denied them, but he was a fanboy. But if they asked for 100 grand, they wouldn't say no. They would say, well, we can't do that, but we'll give you 10 grand or 1,000 or something. They don't normally just say zero unless your credit is totally jacked. But yeah, we didn't know how much they was trying to get, but we did see they didn't get a damn thing. And it was messed up that his sister was like mad at him for being taken away in the blip, talking about, well, you don't know what I had to go through for 5 years.
No,
I was dead.
You know what she said that pissed me off? She said, yeah, I know you out here like saving the world and fighting aliens and all that, but I had to do the business. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, saving the world was no big deal.
Right. Like, okay, saving the world that ain't nothing compared to running a fishing boat. You know what I'm saying? You was a shrimping boat captain. You knew everything about shrimp. That's better than saving the world. Like, you sound stupid. If he didn't save the world, you would have no business.
Wait,
What are
and one
you talking
question:
about?
Did Falcon get like blip? Did he disappear during the whole Thanos thing?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Which
that had to be like a traumatic experience for him, and she just talking like it's nothing. Like, yeah, you wasn't here. She's like, yo, I didn't
right,
exist. Like, what are you talking
right,
about? His
right.
parents
Talking about
probably,
you don't know what I had to go through. Girl, I was dead for 5 years. What the hell are you talking about?
yeah, she was pissed. Yo, she was pissed at me. She was like hitting him and doing all this stuff. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Like, if what you're saying is true that he only been back for 3 weeks, and this is how you treat him, like,
Right,
it's crazy,
exactly.
man.
That was crazy for real. And Distro, you had a good point. So they did not live in Stark Tower, but they kind of did in Age of Ultron, hang out there and stay there. That's the one movie where they all were there a lot. But they never actually cleared where any of them lived. Now we knew where Tony Stark lived, obviously, but where did Captain America live?
Did he live in
Nobody
Brooklyn?
knows.
They live like in
Well,
Brooklyn.
that's where he was from, but like we never saw his. He did have that one apartment in Captain America
Yeah.
Part Two. Remember,
Remember
he
they shut off
did.
his they shut off his crib. Remember?
Right,
That
right,
Samuel
they
Jackson
did.
died? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Good point. Good point. So they did show Captain America. We didn't see Thor until Endgame, where he lived when he got fat, hanging out with his little crew, playing on the internet,
Yeah, that was
video
hilarious.
game. Yeah. Now we know he lived in what was the name of his place again? Damn man, my memory is fried right now.
I know he lived like in like a fishing area.
Isengard or
It-
whatever they called it.
Asgard, yeah, but when they went to Earth, he went to
Asgard.
some fishing he went to some like fishing village. When it was at Earth,
Right.
on Earth and stuff.
Right. In Endgame, that's where he was living. Yeah. Brody probably did not live in Stark Tower, but he could have. They never showed where War Machine lived, did they?
No, I think he had his own because he had his own job. So I guess he had his own apartment. He wouldn't live with Tony
Right. He
because
was a high ranking Air Force official too.
he basically worked for the government. So I guess he has his own place.
Right. So, they never really showed where they live or how much money, where did Bruce Banner live? He probably
When he
stayed in Stark Tower
but he
since
was on
him
the
and Stark
run.
worked together so much. What'd you think?
So that's because since he's like a weapon too, basically they consider him one.
Yeah.
So they wanted to keep him
Right.
close. So yeah, that makes sense.
Right. Right. Now CJ got a point, but all that is they just switched and still stayed at the Avengers headquarters. Because remember, Stark did sell the building, but then he started developing the Avengers compound. Which, if they were staying in Stark headquarters, they would have just moved to the Avengers compound. Even though that got destroyed in Endgame by
Yeah,
Thanos. You know what I mean?
they
So,
do that shit up.
uh, man, that got totally destroyed. Way more than Stark Tower got destroyed. Um, but it'll be interesting to see. Not that it really matters where a lot of them live, but it just shows
Yeah,
a humanity portion of it. You know what I mean? Like we all need a place to rest our head, put some food in the Frigidaire. You know what I mean? And so we see how that work. So
I was kind
anyway,
of worried about I forgot his name, Anthony Mackie, the Falcon. I didn't think he was like the lead guy, but after the first episode, I'm like, yeah, I think I could see him pulling this off, like being like the part like of the A mic, and then the Winter Soldier back him up. So I could see, yeah, I see him pulling it off, like being the lead of the show.
mm-hmm. Now
What do you
CJ
think of that?
said he feel nobody watches Marvel Legends before the MCU shows. I never watched Marvel Legends. Have you watched Marvel Legends?
I seen it on Disney Plus, but I think I don't know what it is. Is it like a short recap or? what's going on? I don't know what it is.
I ain't seen it, so I don't know about nobody, but I know I ain't seen it. But it is some show coming on HBO, The New Mutants, that look like that's going to be pretty good. And that should be coming on in the next month or so, and I'm going to check that out. But as far as Marvel Legends, I haven't seen that, no. New distro, this is a good backstory. Terrence Howard actually is the one who got the role first for Iron Man and recommended Robert Downey Jr. to play Tony Stark. And they didn't pay him that much for that role because if you all remember, Robert Downey Jr. had a lot of ups and downs, so to say, in his life and before he got that role.
Wow, that's a come on.
And right. But they wanted Terrence Howard to take less money to be in the next movie and a couple other things, and he decided not to. And so they replaced him with Don Cheadle. And now look what happened. You know what I mean? That was ended up being a multi-movie big role. Now,
yeah, okay, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I like
he did speak out about it, but then some things happened behind the scenes because then he stopped speaking out about it and started changing what he said. And he may have gotten a warning or some type of info, or maybe saw the writing on the wall that it may end up not being the best thing for his career. And, you know, that could be unfortunate sometimes, but he had to stop talking about it. But if you all want to look that up, you can. It's on Google and things, and you can see what happened with that. It's kind of messed up in a way. But hey, and also like Robert Downey didn't get paid much for that first Iron Man movie. I don't think he got paid as much for, well, he didn't get paid much for the first one. Then he did, I think, Avengers and some other stuff, made a couple appearances, and then he started getting like 20 or 25 million a movie. So
yeah, I don't think he got paid like that because Iron Man was like the first movie of the Marvel franchise, so it wasn't a proven concept. So yeah, I believe that.
mm-hmm.
What was that, like 09?
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, that was one of the first, you know, in phase one of the movies. And, you know, they didn't know how it was still going to pan out. A lot of people don't know, but most Marvel movies didn't make money and they weren't doing that good until Blade.
Yeah,
Blade was
my
their
first
first big movie. Yeah, that was their first
Snipes?
successful franchise. Wesley Snipes. Blade, the black superhero, saved Marvel, saved the company.
I've been waiting for them to bring him back, man, but they never happened.
And Wesley still look good. Like you could still bring him back as Blade.
Yeah, you know, could make Samuel Jackson look young. You could do it for Blade.
Hey, facts for real. CJ said Terrence wanted $7 million. I'm not sure, but I know it was something about money that didn't work out. And you know, Robert Downey Jr., he had to overcome a lot of personal problems from different substance abuse issues and other things. So that's why I say I believe in second chances, because he came back with a hell of a second chance. And a lot of people don't even know that stuff about him now. They just see him as Tony Stark and this, that, and the other. But, you know, he had to go through a lot. He always was very talented. And the first movie that he did that really scared the hell out of me in a good way was Less Than Zero. Have you all seen Less Than Zero?
No,
that's an older movie. All right. Well, in that movie, he was just out of high school, getting ready to go to college with his rich friends. And he had got addicted to cocaine on that movie and crack or whatever. And this is, hey, for real. And this was a rich Beverly Hills crowd. And in the end, he was slobbing on Bob for money. You know, I ain't gonna tell you what happened at the very end, but that shit scared the hell out of me, which is why I never really got on no booger sugar. Okay, I'm like, no, it can go real bad. Now that ain't the only
that was your
reason.
first that was your first say no to drugs commercial. Like, nah, I ain't doing this.
For real. For real. For real. So, that was a scared straight moment, even though I was only like 10 when that movie came out. It let me know, hold up. You don't want to mess with that. Don't go down that road. You could be rich in Beverly Hills and end up doing things you would never do. And so, hey, it worked. But he always had great talent, though. So
What you thought about the what you thought about the Winter Soldier part of the show?
Yeah, so back to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I really enjoyed how they showing how people are trying to put their lives together after the blip, after the snap. They call it the blip. I called it the snap. And it's crazy though how they got this first episode named New World Order. And for people that are so-called conspiracy theorists, you can look deeper into that because it is actually in the show a new world order, because now it's after the snap. It's a lot of things they trying to put back into place, and then some things they trying to do differently and start over. And so they have somebody else trying to be a new Captain America, which in the comics they have something similar. But what I don't understand and don't make sense to me, and maybe y'all can help me on this, is that Bucky said he 106 years old, right?
Yeah.
But he still looked good and is strong and in good shape. Whereas why did Captain America age? Bucky never was frozen for all the period that Captain America was. He said he been killing and doing hits the whole time. So why is he not aging, but Captain America did, and Bucky basically got the same super soldier formula in his body. But Captain America got old, but Bucky didn't.
What you mean, like after he got unfrozen? You're saying that Captain America aged and Bucky didn't?
Yeah, because remember, in Endgame, Captain America stayed when he went back to return the Infinity Stone. He stayed, and he got to spend time with Agent Carter and live, life that he felt he missed. Huh?
But didn't Bucky disappear too during the blip?
Well, that would only be 5 years, though.
Yeah. So I think he disappeared. And
but he wasn't old though. Like Captain America was old, and he aged.
Now I remember. They said it in the Winter Soldier. So every time they Hydra, they froze him, right? So every time he woke up and he did his mission, they refreeze him. So he just kept doing that. When every time he wakes up, he does a mission, then they freeze him again. So that's what they was doing like throughout the years.
I thought they was like wiping his memory or something. Remember, he was screaming when they would do the mission. What was that in Captain America and the Winter Soldier? Yeah. They would show him like but they wasn't freezing him.
Yeah.
They wiped his memory.
Yeah, someone could correct me in the comments, but I believe they wiped his memory and then they froze him. I remember they were doing like a POV view, and they showed them like waking up and they just doing that process over again. I believe that's what happened, but so someone correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, I'm trying to think about it too. Another thing, Coco, the first episode aired tonight, sis, today. So if you all have Disney Plus, they normally put it out at 12 o'clock midnight for their Friday episodes. They put their shows out on Friday. Another thing my son brought up, which I thought was a good point, is that since Captain America stayed, what did he do like during the civil rights era? What did he do to like help people and things. Like he just gave all that up to like go dancing and live a life, get a little poontang on the side with Agent Carter. You know what I mean? Like, why did everything still go the same? You would think that would have made an alternate timeline or something if
Yeah,
he stayed,
yeah. I was thinking the
but it
same
did.
thing. Remember that lady that Captain America made out with in Civil War? That was supposed to be her
Yeah,
like daughter or granddaughter, or whatever. So does she not
right, right,
exist any? Does she not exist anymore? Like, what's going on with that?
right, right. Because if he would have got with her, Agent Carter, then she would have never got with whatever dude she got with in order to have a kid and then have a grandkid. You know,
Yeah,
so it would have changed a whole lot of things. But somehow it didn't. And that's the thing with time travel and movies and things, is that it's very complicated and it's hard to pull off right. But you know, if you think about it, it's gonna fall apart. You think about it too much. But nevertheless, we see that Sam still has the shield because in Endgame, Captain America gave him the shield
mm-hmm.
and was implying maybe it's time for you to take over or somebody else to take over.
He
So
wasn't applying. He straight up told him like, "Hey, this is you. You're Captain America now."
right. Well, he didn't. Did he say you're Captain America now? Them
He didn't say
word
like
like
that, but he had him
right,
like he gave him the shield and said, "Oh, it's your turn." Like basically, like it's your turn now.
right,
That's
right.
how I took it. Cause they I think they said it again in the beginning of the show. Because I think Sam was like, "Oh, it feels like you belong to somebody else." He's like, "Oh," and then I think Captain America said, "No, that's all you, man. You got it." Something like that. But
Right,
like, you
right,
never give
uh,
them like, "Hey, give this to somebody else." Like, come on.
right,
Oh,
right.
here's something I wanted to talk to you about. When
Go ahead.
Captain America went back to the past to return the stones,
You
why didn't
breaking
he
up?
take Bucky with?
Said
Why didn't he take Bucky with him? Like, you don't
you
think
was
Bucky wanted to go back to the past too? Like, you think
okay.
Bucky wanted to stay in the future?
Right. That's true. He left his boy, and Bucky was his best friend, looking out for him. You know, and he did leave him hanging. You ain't
I was, I
lying
was,
on that one.
I was thinking about it because they kept talking about, oh, all of Bucky's friends are dead, his parents are dead, he has nobody he's related to. I'm like, why couldn't he go back with this guy? Like, what was the issue? Like, I would he want to stay there, like in the future where you don't understand anything.
Right. I know, right? That is crazy. And that's why he is having the problems that he's having in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He going through therapy and having these nightmares, and they saying you need to right your wrongs. So we see he was having a nightmare of pulling them hits on that Asian people, and then that one dude that was trying to get the key in, we see he killed him. But a lot of people may not have picked up on that he's with that older Asian guy because that's his father or the guy he killed that, like the father said, was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah,
And
they showed the
so
picture of the
Bucky
son at
is
the end.
being his friend. Huh?
They showed the picture of the son at the end. So
Yeah.
at first, I thought that was like one of his old war buddies that just got older and they were just hanging out. That's what I thought. And
Right.
then I found out it was the dude's dad.
Yeah. And so me and my son was watching it, and I was saying, man, he's crazy if he tell that dude, hey, I killed your son, but it's okay. I'm making amends. I'm sorry. My bad. Like, he can't say that. Like, dude, that would ruin that dude. He not going to be like, it's okay. I understand.
Yeah,
Like,
he was about to
you
slap the
got to
dude
leave that
for
alone.
putting. He was about to slap the dude for putting a garbage, for throwing away garbage, like in the garbage can, right?
Right,
When we first met Yuri.
right, right, right.
What I thought,
So let
what I thought the
alone
Winter Soldier was gonna
he,
do, I thought the Winter Soldier was gonna break into his apartment, like give him the gun, give him a gun, like, hey, I killed your son, and I'm trying to make amends, so you'll go ahead take your revenge, some shit like that, and then
his
the guy was like,
revenge might
I'm
be a
not,
bullet to the head, though.
yeah, oh, that'd be crazy if he
You
kills him. Oh, Man,
Right,
that would be
right.
insane.
This is my revenge for my son. Pop. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Now,
I thought you saying that instead of killing him, he killed himself.
no,
I
I
thought you
think
meant like
old
the
dude,
proof.
if Bucky came clean, old dude would want to kill Bucky.
No, but I think that's what Bucky wants. Like he wants them to like, hey, take your revenge on me. I deserve it. And you'll put
Put
an end
him
to my
out of
day or
his
some shit.
misery. Right. That might be a case. He left old girl, little cutie, at the little on their first date. He left her hanging when she brought it up.
Yeah, but she
And
was pressing
also
all the wrong.
Distro.
She was pressing all the
Yeah,
wrong buttons. Like she was hitting every button that was like bugging him. Like he couldn't focus on anything, man.
right. Yeah, she should have been talking about something else. But Distro, Bucky does have powers. He got the same super soldier serum in his body that Captain America has. So he's stronger and faster than the average person. Now, does he have powers like real powers? No. Now I don't know. Are you talking about Falcon? Because he don't have anything but that suit.
He don't. Just badass
You
soldier apparently.
know? Right. Yeah, he got his ass kicked on that airplane too.
Oh yeah, they wanted
And,
about the airplane. Remember when they got out the airplane and I think one of the bad guys shot the pilot? I thought he was gonna go back and stop the plane from
right.
wasn't it falling
And
down?
and they didn't. So that plane, of course, crashed somewhere.
So
You know what I mean?
they just didn't care about that plane?
Right. They're just gonna let it just crash in somebody's neighborhood. Like, oh well, there goes the neighborhood.
Hey,
But
let the plane crash, but don't you dare cross that border. Don't you dare do
right,
that.
right. And also another thing, why did dude act like he was tripping when he said, "I hear a bunch of crackling or something"? But you eating some chips over there, man?
Now,
Having a little snack.
give me 1 second. Sorry about that.
It's all good. But
How about now? You
the
good?
pilot was like, "Hey, yeah." The pilot was like, "Hey, I saw a man on the window," and then dude like, "Come on, man, you tripping?" Like, dude, we live in a world where aliens then came down. Thor, the Incredible Hulk, like they know about this stuff, and you up here acting like he was tripping because he said a man was on the window. Like he should have
You know
been
what's
taking that
crazy?
more serious.
You know what's crazy?
You
And
know,
in the Winter Soldier, that's the same guy that fought Captain America. So he fought and he seen the Falcon. So that's not like too crazy for him to believe like that. There's a dude on top of the plane. That was crazy.
right,
And
right.
plus that we
Now
live in
wait
a
a
whole
minute.
superhero world.
You saying that guy that was in the plane was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier also?
The main bad guy on the plane,
Yeah,
GSP, the wrestler. I believe,
yeah.
I'm not sure, but he kind of looked like the guy that remember Captain America fought in the beginning of Winter Soldier. That he like, oh, I thought he was more than a guy with a shield and they would just throw hats. I guess.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Look,
That was GSP George St. Pierre.
yeah,
I
GSP.
didn't even recognize him. Yeah, he's an MMA fighter. Yeah, yeah. You said wrestler. I know what you mean though. But he's real. He can beat some ass. I didn't know he was. I didn't even recognize him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So
It's so
CJ, he
new.
said, yeah, he picked it up. Yeah, I like them MMA. I mean, not MMA. Episode 1. But I missed that. That was I didn't even pick up that was GSP. Yep, George St.
Yeah,
Pierre.
what was with those guys that was helping Falcon? They were like, yo, we need to back them up, but they basically didn't do anything. They were just driving along, just giving commentary the whole time while he was doing it. Remember the soldiers on the
You
ground? That was Falcon was in there. He was talking to some guys
okay?
on the ground.
I know what you're talking about. Like his
They're so forgettable. You don't
right, and
remember
here
them. They
go
were
the
on the
thing,
ground.
George. Yeah, and they was trying to find those guys in the mask with like the hand on their face or whatever. He was
Yo,
you
that
talking
guy's an
about the
idiot. He just
dude that
pulled
was
up
a
with a
regular
gun.
soldier coordinator.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
red.
they didn't
I thought he
explain him
died. I
yet.
don't know how he. I
We'll
thought he
have to
died.
see. Let
I
me
thought he
see.
died, man. I thought
What
he
was his
got his
name?
back
It
broken.
wasn't. Well, Don Cheadle got his back broken. Or are you talking about when dude beat his ass in the middle of the street and
Yeah,
stomped his
beat.
face?
Yeah, it's like
He whooped his
suplexed him,
ass,
stomped his
y'all.
face.
Right. And then he stomped him in the face. For one, me and my son was like, dude, why are you approaching this dude? It's obvious he a beast. He grabbed dude with one hand and threw him up against the wall like a grown man. And this dude talking about and then he got up too close with his handgun talking about don't move. Like, what are you doing? You about to get destroyed.
Jay, fight like a minute
Yeah.
before that. He seen him kick a grown man clean across the highway, one kick. And he like, all right, let me stop this dude real quick.
Right. It's obvious this dude got super strength. There's nothing you're going to do as a regular dude. And then he got so close with his handgun that he was able to be disarmed. So that was crazy.
Like,
But
freeze. I don't know the law here, but I'm gonna arrest you.
right. That was crazy. And I'm wondering what is his role with Falcon as well. I think that was this dude, Danny Ramirez. He was playing, this is him, Joaquin Torres. And so we'll see. Oh, he's going to be in Top Gun Maverick as well.
Like a secret agent.
Right.
Secret agent.
And so, yeah, I don't know how many episodes he going to be in, but that was a dumb move what they had him doing in that. And he deserved to get stomped in the face for for running up on that dude that obviously had powers. Now, who was that dude that had those powers, though? That's another thing.
I'm not sure.
They didn't identify him yet.
Maybe.
That's a good theory. And that would show...
theory.
That ain't a bad one. And that would show maybe why Falcon was looking a little weird at the thing. Maybe he might know a little something that we don't yet. Because they didn't say much when they put it on the news and Falcon looked. He didn't say like, oh man, that's dude such and such. CJ is saying the Leaper.
You know why I say that? Because remember when you was talking to the guy, he said Sam was talking to the guy that got his ass beat, and he was like, oh, word, that's weird. And he's like, all right, let's just keep this between me and you. And then the next scene, they introduced the new Captain America. So that's why I'm thinking it's the same person.
Right. That's a good point. And you might be right on that, man. It makes sense to me. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to see how that all plays out with that, because that new guy that they brought out to be Captain America looked like he was kind of weak, though. Like, he didn't look like he had special powers like Captain America should have. So, but then again, you know, how could you really look and see somebody's powers? But we'll see how it all play out.
Captain America like he had powers. He just looked like he was dope.
Right.
And then America
right.
looked like
he just
looked
like he
out.
was
He
swole.
didn't look like he like, oh, you could just tell off the... Yeah. So who knows? He might be badass.
Right. Damn, man, I had this one news thing I was gonna post to show you all. Now
there was one scene in there that was kind of crazy to me when Sam, he was giving the shield to the museum and they put it behind that glass case. And I was thinking, like, man, this museum must have hella security. If you guys gonna leave this in the museum and nobody's gonna try to steal it and stuff. So I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah, my son even brought that same point up, because vibranium is so valuable. Like, why are you leaving that just? Yeah, you gonna leave that just sitting in there? Like, somebody can steal that and melt it down and be straight. You just got it sitting in the damn museum like it's nothing. So, you know, that was a good point there. I think it was probably a replica, if anything, but they did have a lot just sitting there in the damn thing in the museum. You know, that was crazy. But you know, that museum that's probably the same museum Captain America was going to as well.
It is.
Because yeah, Captain America. Remember, he went to that museum as well. And what movie was that? I think it was the third movie or something like that. And so
I think it was Winter
it
Soldier.
was, yeah, it might have been Winter Soldier, because then he was kind of looking back and seeing how, how much he missed, and then how things was portrayed or whatever the case. So it is interesting to see that played out again. Now, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Talk about some news. Hey, Trinbago, what's good? What's good, sis? Much love from Trinidad and Tobago. I appreciate you, girl. I got another person from Trinidad here. His name is Trini. So if you see Trini, there go another one of your brethren. Another one of your brethren. But I appreciate you. Thanks. Now I'm gonna answer this last question, and then I'm gonna switch it up to something a little funny right quick. Killmonger should be the new Black Panther, like the comics had it. Again, I'm not familiar with the comic. By the time I stopped reading comics, Black Panther was not popular, and I never read anything about Black Panther in the comics, so I wouldn't know what happened with that storyline. Michael B. Jordan is a good actor, and it was good to have him in the show, but I don't think he should have been the new Black
He's
Panther.
okay actor.
Now, yeah. You say, what about him as an actor?
He's
You
okay.
don't
I
like
don't
him?
think he's that great.
Okay. Yeah, he's pretty good.
I like
You
him.
know what?
I don't think he has hype.
You don't think he's as what?
I don't think he has great. Like, people try to hype him up like he's the next Denzel, but like sometimes he's hit and miss when he's trying to portray certain emotions. But that's just me, though. I don't know everybody else. Everybody else probably.
No, that's fair. That's your opinion. You entitled to your opinion. You wasn't like dissing the brother, but I thought he was okay and decent. But I gained a lot more respect for uh, with Jamie Foxx, called Just Cause. Oh man, that's a good movie, powerful movie, and he did a good job in that movie.
I heard it was good.
Oh man, and it's a true story. It's a true story, and it's on HBO. And so Just Cause is kind of new. Just Mercy, that's the name of it. It came out in 2019. And Just Mercy, yeah, he's playing a lawyer named Brian Stevenson, and he's representing, I can't believe I didn't rate this. He's representing a man on death row that was on death row and found guilty of a crime he didn't commit. And I mean, man, this movie is deep. It'll make you mad. It'll make you happy. It'll have you thinking. It's on HBO Max as well. That's where I saw it. And then when this first released, they had the documentary that's an hour long with the real Brian Stevenson on there. And he's still a lawyer. And he's still representing people and stuff on that. I mean, this is deep. This is really good. Jamie Foxx, damn. Jamie Foxx is dope. Jamie Foxx, and I know I ain't saying nothing that most people ain't heard before or thought, but Jamie Foxx, man, when he put it on, he could put it on. Like, this dude looked nothing like Jamie Foxx. And the acting and stuff he did, let me show y'all some of the images of Jamie Foxx's character. Jamie Foxx did a good job. Ice Cube's son was in it.
One of the most talented. Yeah.
But he didn't have that big of a
Jamie
role.
Foxx is one of the most talented person I've seen. But
he is. Look at Jamie Foxx. You know what I'm saying? Man, Jamie Foxx, he could do it all though. You know, he could sing,
dance,
he could
act.
Man, comedy. He could do it all.
Play the piano. He's a great comedian too.
Yeah, you know, that Wanda, how you doing? I got 2 cold 40s. I'll rock your world.
I remember
That's a
his I remember his deaf poetry jam. Yeah, I forgot what it was, but I know it was fire. That movie, go back and listen to it.
yeah. Man, this is a damn good movie. Just Mercy. You all want to know what to watch? Just Mercy. Check that out. Matter of fact, I
Yeah,
forgot I made a couple things I got to get used to using because normally I just be talking. But, Just Mercy is definitely something to watch if you want to know what to watch.
Jay, you still do that movie Sunday thing where I think you stream a movie and we just watch it.
Yeah, so
I remember the last movie I saw that. I remember I popped into one of your movies. I think it was one with Mary J. I think Mary J. Blige was a cop.
that
That shit
movie
was
was
so funny,
actually
man.
okay.
That movie. Shit.
Yeah. And I say okay because the things that I liked about it, they probably wasn't intentional for people to like about it, like some of the corniness or some of the funny things that was on it. But it was decent. It was all right. I wouldn't have went to the theaters to go see it. But
Hell no.
as far
That
as
movie
checking
was.
out, it was all right. I think I gave that probably like a 6, 6 and a. You can't give half ratings on IMDb, so I'd round up before I'll try to round down most of the time. So if I would have gave it like a 6 or 6 and a half, I probably would have gave it a 7. But yeah, it was all right, and that's on Twitch. So for those who don't know, make sure you all subscribed on Twitch. Also, I'm gonna start doing the giveaways every Sunday where you can get $25 straight to your Cash App, or you can get $25 in Bitcoin, either one. So all you got to do is be subscribed on Twitch and be subscribed on YouTube. And of course, if you subscribe to everything else, that definitely helps. And just participate, comment, you know, come up live, whatever the case may be. And then at the end, I'm gonna leave it up to to you guys to vote, and you all tell me who you think should get it, and that's what's gonna happen. So there you go, and there's the link. That's the name on Twitch, JAYMOOREREVIEWS. Keep it real simple, and can't go wrong. So hey, get some free Bitcoin. That 25 may turn into 50 in a month. So hey, it's better than nothing. Just for participating and being a part of the channel. That's a little something I'm gonna do to thank for being a part of the channel and helping to support. So, you know. Distro, is it possible you could post movie recommendations in your community posts? I definitely could do that. And I'm gonna try to do that a little more now since I see people would be more interested. I said earlier I'm not all the way caught up on Snowfall, but I'm working on it. Now I'm gonna talk about
Getting into that.
Yeah, Snowfall is dope. Now I'm gonna talk a little bit about some news that you should know and need to know. Hey, like the news for real, huh? I worked hard on that intro. Anyway, so Joey B can't walk right, can't get right. And of course, it's a lot of people.
Hilarious. I was crying when I seen that.
Right. And of course, Trump had to take some shots, but a lot of people don't know that Trump was behind the scenes of that incident. He was. Look, take a look.
Oh yeah, I seen this one. Yo, why is it so hard to walk up those stairs, man? Like, what's going on?
He was under attack, man. The Secret Service wasn't there to help him. Okay, and what's crazy?
The funniest part of that video was at the end when he turned around and he gave the salute, like nothing happened. He's like, God bless America, and he just walked right in.
That is funny. Yeah. Hey, it's not like everybody want to old shame. I mean, shame everybody, but this is kind of old man shaming. But it is funny, and I got you got to everybody got a point. Like he is old. Who gets hired for a job when they damn near 80 years old?
He's eight.
How old is
I
he?
thought he was like 81.
Y'all let me know in the
Somebody,
comments how old Joey
yeah,
B
somebody
is.
check. I think he's like 81 or 79.
Right. So I don't know offhand. I know he damn near 80. He the oldest person ever be elected president. Distro, I'm glad you liked it, brother. Thank you, thank you. There go my
I hope
brother
he can make
Trini.
it, man. I hope
Trini,
he
we
can
got
make
another
more.
person in here that's from Trinidad. So y'all coming to represent for your boy. I appreciate it. Them steps is too slim. They why are they still doing this intro where you got to walk up all them damn steps anyway?
Hey,
Like
Jay,
we
so
don't
I
walk
read
up them
some.
steps when we get on the plane.
Jay, I
What's up?
read a comment. Somebody said they said, you know, those acorn elevators that old people use to get down the stairs, those
Oh
collectors,
yeah.
saying that Bunny got to use one of those. He's gonna need one of those to get down from the airplane from now on.
Hey, that's the truth. Here it go right here. I got the footage.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I saw that. I saw it.
He got but the truth is he should be on something like this anyway, some type of elevator. When I ain't
Oh
never
man,
had to go up all them steps when I was ever getting on the airplane.
I guess it's just for the show, and I guess because it's a tradition, and I don't know, man.
Exactly.
America's weird with traditions. Like it's like 2021, you want to do stuff from like 1950, or man, keep it going like crazy.
Mhm. So Distro and Sheena came through for me and let me know that Joey B is 78. That's why I say damn near 80. I knew he was close to it or at 80. So 78. Who the hell gets a job at 78 years old? Unless you a Walmart greeter. And they don't want that damn job. They damn self. Like most people retire.
Hey, if you're old white man, if you're
For
old white
real.
man, you'll get the job, man. They'll do it. They'll do it.
And that's one thing I was talking to my son. For one, we need to get out of that old man mentality as if old men, especially old white men, are the only good leaders for this country. Like I believe the United States has the oldest leader in the world. Now he made a point about the Queen of England, but she ain't really the leader. It's the prime minister. Although if you get into the
Yeah,
weeds of that,
she don't have any power, right?
but she actually does. Like she can
She's like a
get the
figurehead.
prime minister fired and stuff or replaced and do some things, but she doesn't run the country in a day-to-day operation type thing, you know. So it's a little confusing with that situation. She doesn't really run the country and have power, but at the same time, she does. And if she suggests or want this or that to happen, then she can make them step down or do this or that. And I don't know. But for the most part, the United States got the oldest person, you know, trying to lead the country. This dude, and it's the one of the, if not the most stressful job in the world. In long hours, a lot of travel. Like you too old for this. Riggs, I'm too old for this shit. And he is,
When
you
you see
know.
Obama, when you see Obama winning, he was looking super young, and then when he came out, he was looking like he aged like 30 years.
Yeah,
That's a stressful
yeah,
job, man.
it is. It is. And that happens to every president. Like that's been documented that they all come out looking a whole lot older and like stressed out than when they went in.
Like
And so,
I remember when Trump first went in, and he like I think like a couple months in, he came out. He's like, it was so funny, but it was scary at the same time. It's like, you guys wouldn't believe the things I seen in these meetings. It was terrifying. I'm like, yo, bro, why are you telling us this? Like, you're the president. You shouldn't be saying shit like that.
Right. Right. That's true. And I mean, it's just crazy what's going on now. Putin made a good point right here because Biden was calling Putin a killer, and Putin said it takes one to know one. Now, what did that exactly mean? Has Biden been killing people?
But
Huh?
I think Biden bombed Syria. I think it's Syria. He bombed some place recently, but nobody like really reported it.
Okay. Now, some people think this is wrong. It says that Biden scrapped plans to celebrate the 1.9 trillion coronavirus package in Atlanta today so he can meet with Asian American leaders about violence in their community and honor victims of the deadly spa shootings. Biden and Harris to meet with Asian American leaders in Atlanta today. Now, this person said had they met with Ice Cube yet. That's so out of touch. Now, it is very. Do you know about what happened with that Asian spa community?
Yeah, I seen that.
Okay. So that was terrible. And it also brought up another thing because that person was saying it's not about race. But of course, they look at that as privilege to say, well, this person is saying it's not about race. But if anybody else did that and said that, they probably wouldn't get away with that, or whatever the case. But anyway, I don't see anything wrong with them going to meet with that situation or talk with people in the Asian community. And one thing, like that person said, did he go to meet with Ice Cube? I will say this. The black community is not together. They don't have power really to make people come and listen. The Jewish community, the Asian community, different communities, they get the respect that they want. And we as a community need to
about that
come together and get that same respect. What's up?
Is that it's sad that it takes something like this, that this shooting for them to meet up with the Asian leaders, because Asian people and Chinese people have been getting attacked for weeks and nothing has I haven't heard Biden address any of this, but it takes something like this for them to actually say something. So I thought that was pretty insane.
Right, I think so too. And on the side note, that's who I was trying to sound like, Danny Glover and Lethal Weapon. I'm too old for this shit. Riggs. I'm too old for this shit. He always had to move his neck about 3-4 times before he ended up pointing his gun. Anyway, Biden passed the crime bill. A lot of people still bring that up. Not to say that it's not valid and not to say they don't have a point. The only thing I say is that they were saying that they were going to do prison reform and the previous administration wasn't. Yeah. So that's the difference. Do you think so? Yeah, Biden did help to pass the crime bill, although it was a bipartisan support. It wasn't like today where only one side supports stuff. It was bipartisan bill. But I think that they recognize where they went wrong and that they want to correct it, whereas the previous administration would like to bring up that that's what they did, only to make you not vote for him. Not that they want to correct it. They could have corrected it. They were there for 4 years. They didn't correct it. So that's the difference, I think. So that's why I say that. No problem. I don't mind saying it, but I think that they know they're wrong and they want to correct it versus the other administration knew they were wrong, but wanted to use it as fuel for you not to vote for them and to vote for their administration. Not that they were pointing out they were wrong so that they can correct it. That's the only difference. So I think that that's what happened. Now Trini said he think personally that is the right thing they did. So are you talking about the crime bill was the right thing? Because it's actually not. They gave what 10 times the amount of jail sentence for crack cocaine as powder cocaine, and we all know that that didn't do anything but put people of color in jail. And you can't make crack without the powder, and we all know who predominantly could afford to use the powder, and then they didn't target them. Same as why people of color neighborhoods are policed and patrolled, and they have more raids in their neighborhood than people who are not of color. But the statistics show that the drug use is equal as far as at least marijuana. And yet and still is more people of color in jail for marijuana charges. And the only difference is they're easy to get. They won't have the lawyers or the funds to fight anything. And it just perpetuates this system that is targeting people, not because of the crime they commit, but because of how easy you can convict the person. And that's the messed up part. Okay, you were speaking about paying attention to the Asian community. All right, my apologies.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I thought. That's what I thought she was talking about, but I wasn't sure.
Okay, I wasn't sure either. I gotta, these comments come behind. The people, when you all watch this, you're actually like maybe a 30-second delay or something like that. So Cocoa Butter, thanks for coming through on Twitch. I appreciate you, sis. Thanks for coming through with the support.
But I think one thing Biden needs to do while in office, he needs to, if he really is trying to help the black community and just minorities in general, he needs to abolish the 13th Amendment, and he needs to financially give the black community and other minorities that suffer for his country. He needs to get them sensitive to help them with businesses and just help financially, because I'm tired of all this sentimental shit Black Lives Matter. Prove it. Put your money where your mouth is. Come on.
Right. I agree. And it's messed up. The reparations thing, it should happen. I know it probably won't.
Form of financial support.
Right. Exactly. Because people in the black community don't have access to good credit or loans. Don't have a lot of money.
Or even education.
Education, when it's funded by property taxes, and you make it where certain people can't afford to live in certain places for so long and do certain things, then it makes it more difficult for people to get a good education. I was watching the show Money Can't Buy Me Love with Patrick Dempsey or whatever. It's from the 80s, 87, 88. It's a movie. I liked it, when it came out. I was young or whatever, but they in a upper middle class suburb of Arizona, and they are in high school. And in this show, they got home economics class where they got stoves and ovens and learning how to cook stuff. They got swimming pools. They got big, gym.
Do they teach them trades? Do they teach them trades like labor or electricity? Yeah, they don't teach that.
It didn't really show that much, but schools like that have auto shop programs and things where you can learn how to work on a car in high school. When I was in high school, even my son in high school, they don't even have home ec. We don't have no kitchens to teach you how to cook. And the thing is this, it not only where you may learn a little something, but it opens your mind up as a young person to see other opportunities you may want to explore in life. You may not have thought about cooking, but then you go to that class and you may get inspired and then want to become a chef and open up your own restaurant. Whereas people in the inner city don't have those opportunities. They're not inspired about school, don't like school, and that's why people drop out. They only see opportunities of making money sometimes on the street, which leads to the prison industrial complex. So, that's a whole nother thing. Um, people, why they say people in the bad neighborhoods or the hood don't go to school, the teachers don't even want to teach. They don't even want to be there a lot of times. So it's nothing there unless you could play sports. If you could play basketball or football, you may be inspired and inclined to stay in school. But if you don't play that, what would keep you there? It's no swim team, it's no golf team, it's no, home economics, no auto shop. It's not all these other things that may inspire other people to do something else with their life. And that's unfortunate. Schools should be funded statewide, evenly distributed, with the funds and not by counties and whoever has the most money in your neighborhood gonna have great schools.
Yeah,
That's kind
that's why I
of
say like finance and education. I don't know which one I put one or two, but education is really important because during my experience in school, they don't really teach you how to, think outside the box to make your own money. I feel like they train you to be a worker, like just to like fit
yes,
in these
yes,
corporations, like fast food industry, just these low
right.
level retail
Low
jobs. Don't really
level
get
workers. That's
you're
the
a low
thing.
level worker and
Yeah,
they don't really teach you how to be an entrepreneur, how to like one thing I wish I learned when I was younger that I'm starting to learn now, and I'm so mad. Just I wish they would teach us more about the stock market and how to invest and how to do research on company just to make smart decisions with our money.
yeah.
That's
Like
what
that should be something we should be taught: how to invest, how to write checks, how to balance a checkbook. All of this stuff is not
how to
always
code.
taught. Yeah, this stuff is not taught in, you know, hood schools. And when I say hood, that's neighborhood and not in suburban, for those who may be thinking. They don't teach people this, and then they come out with bad credit when they first get a credit card or do this or do that. First of all, they're going to max it out because you never had no money to buy anything, disposable income. So then people max it out, don't understand what's going on. And Montana Max make a good point. Standard education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. But here's the key, though: you have to want to have self-education. If you grew up in a system where you didn't value school, or your parents or nobody valued
Yeah, you
school,
wouldn't know.
then
You
you
wouldn't
wouldn't
know.
know, and you won't want to self-educate. You know how many people I've talked to and try to put them up on game or tell
Yeah,
this,
they don't
and in
care.
the middle of talking, they on their phone looking at other stuff because it's boring. It's not interesting
Jay,
to
Jay,
them.
you know
Yeah.
what's crazy? You know the most insane thing that I realized like the past couple of years when I was a few years back when I was like 21 or when I just got out of high school. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy that you cannot get a 60,000 or $100,000 loan as a 19-year-old like just straight from a bank, but they'll let you
Right.
go into debt for school for $100,000 like nothing.
That's true. That is true, huh? That's crazy. So if you have a business idea and you want to go into business and start it up and get a loan,
They wouldn't
they
give
not
it to you
gonna give you that. That's true. But they'll let you go into debt for school. That's crazy. That's a
for a
good
degree
point right there.
for a
I never
degree
thought
that
about
for a useless degree, like you say you want to do business literature, they'll give you all the money you need for that. But like if I want to open a business that has a concept like, oh, you don't have enough finance, I don't see your credit score, there's all these
it. Yeah,
obstacles just for us to get these loans.
that's true. That is true. But that's because the world still has slavery, but it's debt slaves.
The the 13th Amendment, that's what that is, man. That's basically
Yeah.
slavery.
Well, that's a little different because debt
I
slaves
know,
apply
yeah, yeah.
to everybody. The 13th Amendment, as far as you talking about being able to vote for African Americans and things, and has to
No,
be
no,
ratified.
no,
No, that's the
no. The
15th.
13th.
I think. 16th.
No, I think it's the 13th. The 13th Amendment is basically like if you go to jail, you're basically a slave. Yeah,
Oh yeah, they got the
then
right labor for free or whatever the case you saying.
yeah, exactly.
For
Like
basically pennies on the dollar.
there shouldn't be any like for-profit prisons. Like that don't make any sense for me. Cause
That's true.
that incentivize people to go to jail and I'm sure like they want more people to go to jail for longer sentences, but to get more free labor out of you. You get like
Right.
pennies on the dollar.
Right. Now, I'm a big time capitalist. I believe in making money. I believe people should have the right to start stuff and do stuff to make money, but I don't think people should capitalize on everything. You shouldn't capitalize on healthcare. If you don't have the money for a kidney operation, they shouldn't let you just die. You know what I
Man,
mean? That's messed
don't
up.
get me started on healthcare, man. Cause my
Right.
mom, she got sick. She had a stroke. Like she had a lot of health problems. And the other day, I
Sorry
was
to hear
trying to get her like, yeah, thank you. The other day I was trying to get her diabetes pills, and with her insurance, it still came up to like $500 for like not
that.
for three
Wow.
months worth of pill. And I was like, yo, I had to like scream at her, I barked at her, like, come on, this is like unreasonable, like, because the pharmacy industry is the big business industry. They don't really care. Like, hey, you want to live? You gonna pay
Right.
this $500 to like get these pills while
Right.
they're
And
being
also
crazy.
they want you to they the real drug dealers. They want you on their pills too, because like it may have been a surgery that I could have had that may have been able to help my situation. But the surgery was like 25,000. They won't pay for that.
Yeah,
But
the insurance won't cover it.
right, they won't cover that, but they want to cover me on these damn pills for life. Whereas if I got this surgery, maybe I don't need to take that crap no more, and then the government wouldn't have to pay for it no more. My life and quality would go up, and I would be able to do more. But no, we gonna keep you in this situation. You're gonna end up paying the 25,000 on these drugs in 3 years, but you're gonna need to take it the rest of your life. So, like, it would have been better for the surgery and then be done with it, and I would have evened out in 3 years as far as paying for stuff versus, you know, keep going for life. And if I live for 10, 20 years or whatever, I would have spent 100,000 on this crap. You know what I mean? It would have cost taxpayers and the insurance 100 grand. But they don't look at it that way, and it just is really unfortunate. And
I forgot what comedian said it. I think it was a comedian that said this, but
probably
he
George
but he
Carlin.
basically what he basically said was there's no money in the cure. There's money in the treatment.
Yeah, a lot of
Basically,
people say that, and that's true. It really is true. Because now you're, one of they dope fiends. And so now you're a customer for life. Why would I want to help you when I got a customer for life? You
yeah,
may live 10, 20, 30 years. You about to be my damn customer for life. And you got to get my prescription, my drugs, and it's no other option. So like what you gonna do? What you gonna get the generic version? You still putting money into the same pockets, you know what I mean? You still gotta go to the doctor, you still gotta do this and that, and you still basically trapped in this system. And one thing like what Distro is saying about what Rockefeller said is true about not a nation of thinkers, a nation of workers. But the thing is low level workers. Like when they started to make people feel bad for even being a homemaker, a woman, or to make you feel bad because you're a mechanic or you work with your hands and you have your own business as a, plumber or whatever. They started making those jobs look bad and make people think, well, I don't want to do this or that. Those are good jobs that people need. You can actually feed your family and do things with these jobs. Being a
yeah,
mechanic, you will always have a job.
yeah. I don't like
But
that. I don't like how they just like shit on the everyday working man. Like essential jobs and say like, hey, if you ain't making 100K, you ain't not like that's ridiculous, man.
yeah. And so it's crazy. And like Distro say, yeah, not everyone is meant to be a business owner. That's true. And you're not supposed to be, because we need people to work. But the thing is, like I was telling my son, you have to treat your workers right too. Like, for example, Amazon doesn't want their workers to unionize when this is damn near the
Yeah.
most valuable company in the world. You don't
And they
want
pay
them to
taxes.
right. But here's the thing. So like they may look at it as a business perspective that if we unionize, then we'll have to pay $20 an hour instead of, the 15. But what you don't see, in my experience, I used to work at UPS, which was unionized, but on a smaller scale, when I was a supervisor, I took care of my people because they made the job easier for me. They took care of me. I would make sure that they had the hours that they needed. I would even give them food and buy stuff out of my own pocket and do things for them. Because at the end of the day, if I didn't have to replace people that quit, they knew the job. I didn't have to train. I didn't have to spend time training somebody all the time.
Yeah, but Jay,
You
but
know what
like,
I mean?
where you say you was a
They knew
supervisor,
what to
but
do.
like, what the things about these big companies, they don't like the higher ups. They don't really care about their workers, so they put people like yourself who really do care about people, like to be like a buffer between the workers and the higher ups. And
Right,
why I encourage people in my everyday life, like I know you're loyal to the company and they like the like people in your position that they treat you right, give you hours, things like that. But I encourage people to always learn new skills, like be up to date to what's on like what the job market is looking for. Because
right.
cause like during the pandemic, everybody's seeing that people just lost their jobs and people who've been working at companies for 30, 20 years now, they don't have no skills. They've been loyal to this one company and their skills that they had is out of date and they don't know what to do now. And like I forgot who said it, but the they want a nation of workers and not thinkers. So I encourage people always update your resume, always learn new skills, and just don't be so too loyal to your
Yeah,
job that you're at.
yeah, but yeah, and it's better to keep a happy employee because for one, you don't have to spend time and with another employee training new people all the time. You got a happier workforce, and they're going to be more skilled because they've been on the job longer. The longer you're on the job, the better you're going to become at it. Naturally, you've been doing it enough. If you're getting paid right, you're going to be happier to come to work. You're going to come on time. You're not going to have as many call offs because you happy and you don't want to lose your job. You like your job. You know what to do. You have something to look forward to. Whereas people that's getting paid $10, $12 an hour don't give a damn because they can go and get another $10, $12 an hour job anywhere.
I
Like
understand
in
that,
my
Jay. Look,
situation,
Jay, I
I,
understand that, but if and I know like there's people like you, like I have a boss like that who cares about their workers, but if higher up someone to you like, hey, we're cutting budget, y'all may need you to fire people. Like that's your job. You need to do that. Like it's gonna hurt, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have to do it. And
yeah,
and no matter how much it hurts you, that person's still losing their job, and now they had like your top workers say 15 years. That's all they had. That's all they know. And now they're fired. They have no skills, and they can't really go anywhere else because the skills they have is obsolete. Because
right.
everything keeps moving with technology. Everything's moving so fast.
Right. That's a different problem though. Because that's when jobs change. Like some people in the coal mines, for example, like they've been doing that for 10, 20 years. They probably don't know what to do next. But sometimes people should see the writing on the wall. Like we in the year 2020. How long do you think we gonna be burning coal? We got electric technology, cars, solar, this and that. Like people shouldn't put all their
People
eggs
don't
in.
think like that, Jay. But Jay,
Right. That's true.
once people get older, they get stuck in their ways and they fall in love with these companies and they're like, oh no, they treat I'm a great work. I'm a good just because they think they're a good worker, they think they're irreplaceable. But that's not the case.
Right.
Like you said with Amazon, they're not even trying to let the employee unit form a
You
union because they know that's gonna hurt their bottom line.
right. That's what they see it as. They look at other companies like UPS, for example. Um, it actually doesn't. Like people work at UPS for 20, 30 years. Like you can move up from being a loader, unloader to being a driver. Now, some people may think, well, this ain't really that big of a deal, but UPS drivers make 50, 60, 70 grand a year.
Yeah,
That's a good job.
I think that's
You
rare now.
always
I think that's
need a
rare nowadays.
package delivery, huh?
I think that's rare nowadays. Like,
It
it's
is
rare. Like,
rare though. It is rare, and that's because people don't value their employees no more like they used to back in the day. Like when my grandfather retired, they gave him a gold watch. I know that's the proverbial gold watch thing, but he was just working at a candy factory, the candy factory that created Baby Ruth and Butterfinger, which I didn't really know that much about it until it was on the History Channel with the foods that built America. And I was like, oh, snap. Curtis Candy Company. That dude was actually German, but he changed his name to Curtis because he felt nobody would do business with him with a German last name after World War II. And you know, that's pretty got a lot more stuff going on with that. But anyway, people appreciated their workers. If you work 10, 20 years, you know, they appreciated the service. And now they look at it as this person been here for 10 years. They cost too much. We can fire them and pay two people the amount that we pay that one person. And that's how they
exactly.
see it. Right. Instead of seeing it as this person is more skilled than two people that we could hire. This person is already shown that they will come to work and be dedicated. Whereas if we hire two people, we don't know what the hell they may do. They may quit. They may not be as good as that one person or as productive, you know.
And
And
an
so,
example of that, what you're saying is, I read an article recently that Best Buy, they fired like a bunch of their full-time employees, and now all you see on their website is just position at Best Buy. I think, and I believe it's for less than what the employees they fired um
right.
made.
And now you lost all them qualified employees, which when I go to a place like Best Buy, I want somebody to know what the hell you're talking about. If I'm asking you about this MacBook Pro computer, I want some answers. This damn computer costs $2,000. I ain't got time for no kid or somebody that just got the job but don't know nothing about electronics trying to sell me something. Like, answer these damn questions. When I was buying my TV, like, I'm not buying a multi-$1,000 TV from somebody that don't even know nothing about TVs. What? Because you what? They hiring, so you got the job. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like, I need to know stuff when I'm spending a certain amount of money. It's not like you working at McDonald's, whereas I'm not about to ask you that much questions. But when I'm going to certain places, I want a skilled person to talk to. When I call the bank, I want to know somebody that talk to somebody that know what the hell they're doing. You know, I don't want to talk to somebody that just got the job but don't really know nothing about banking. They probably don't even got a damn bank account themselves. But now you trying to answer my questions and try to tell me about stuff. Like, that pisses me off. You know what I mean? Like, that, what type of service is this? And so, you know, that is bad customer service. It'll make your business look bad. It can cost you business. The only thing that helps is that there's not many options for people else to go to sometimes. So you kind of stuck. So then that's why competition is good in capitalism, because competition will drive you to have better service and better products. Because if you don't, I'm going to go to the next person and spend my money and you'll be out of business. But when you take away that competition and it's only a couple places you can go to get stuff, then the quality go down because they don't need to give you quality and options. You don't have any options to go anywhere else. You
That's why
know,
the United States they try to, when they broke up monopolies, because same
right,
reason what you're talking about, because if they're the
right.
only game in town, they could just hike the prices to whatever they want and be
Yep,
like have shitty customer service. Because where else you gonna go?
yep, yep. That's true. And that's why it's, although I don't think Amazon should be
Is
broken up as a monopoly, it's
it is a
almost
monopoly
there.
though?
It
No, it is.
isn't, but it
I
is.
think it is.
You can go somewhere else to buy anything that's on Amazon, but you're running out of places. You can only really go to Walmart or Target, or if you want
So
electronics, maybe.
let me ask you this, Jay.
What's
Let me
up?
ask you this. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how familiar you are with opening up an online business, but
With what?
nowadays, in terms,
Opening an
uh,
online business?
yeah. So nowadays, in
Okay.
terms of e-commerce, the if you want to make any money, you basically gonna have to go to Amazon to do it. And what Amazon is doing is they'll partner with you. They'll see what you're selling. They'll see, oh, which items is popular. Then they'll sell it on their own website at a cheaper price, and they'll partner up wherever. Yeah, so like that's so what you're saying. They're
See,
basically a monopoly. I think they own like 51% of the e-commerce market right now, so it's
yeah,
getting ridiculous, and they don't pay any taxes. So that's why I think it's crazy that
right.
the U.S. government's letting them like go crazy like this.
Right. So, a couple things on that. So, I do know a little about that, and that is messed up what they're doing. So, Amazon got its start really because, like, anybody could sell products on Amazon. But I did see a documentary or something about that, and they was talking about that, like, say, and this one guy that had like clothes or something. And so, say you have certain items that you sell a lot of, and then you partner with Amazon. Well, then Amazon can start now seeing that you sell a lot of this item and then start offering it themselves at cheaper prices and become your own competition. And,
And they
you
drive you out
know,
of business.
drive you out of bed. That's kind of messed up. And also, what I thought you was about to say at first, which a lot of people don't know about, is that Amazon, one of their biggest money makers, is that they are like cloud-based services. So like they are
They collect data.
hosting
Yeah,
websites and so yeah. So like that's how they took Parlor, the app Parlor down, because if they don't host your stuff and support it, you can't have an app. So when a lot of things come into the hands of a couple companies,
you
that's
telling me
a
that's not a
problem.
monopoly, Jay?
It that part of the business is almost a monopoly with their hosting services and things, because you damn near don't have another option to go. So I can see if they broke Amazon up from the sales division and then the web hosting and other stuff, they can't be all one company. I could see that, but I wouldn't just break up just their sales part, because or
There
the
has to be
what most
regulations
people
on that.
use. Um, it is on the verge, but a monopoly is example like AT&T. If you wanted a phone, you just had to go to AT&T. That's it. Ain't nobody else. Ain't no T-Mobile. Ain't no Sprint. Nothing. You want a phone in your house? It's AT&T or nothing. You don't have a phone. Period. That's a monopoly. Or like to ride the trains, or whatever, or to get gas with Standard and Oil. That was it. That was your only choice. You didn't have other gas stations and stuff. So that's how I see it. Like people go to keep shopping at Amazon because it's convenient. Um, Walmart missed that because Walmart was ahead of them and they could have did it. Just like Blockbuster had the option to buy Netflix for like 10, 20 million and they didn't. And then Netflix ended up putting them out of business,
Like,
but I don't
Jay,
see
because the reason why I say they're like a monopoly is because who are their real like who is Amazon's real competition when it comes to what they do? So like with McDonald's, when there's McDonald's, they're clearly ahead, but there's always two things. So McDonald's, Burger King, there's Domino's, Pizza Hut, or whatever pizza chain you want to say. So there always at least two like companies competing against each other. There's one above it, but it's always closed. So when I think about Amazon, I'm not sure who is the competition to Amazon. Who's really giving Amazon a run for their money?
well, here's the thing. Amazon, anything on Amazon you want to buy, you can buy somewhere else. But will it get there as fast and will it be as convenient? So what
Yeah.
is it on Amazon that you cannot buy somewhere else though? Like for real, can
No,
you buy
but
video
no,
games somewhere else? Can you buy clothes somewhere else? Can you buy diapers somewhere else? Could
yeah,
you
I understand that. Jay. I understand that. Like in terms
So
of
that's their
convenience,
competition though. Wherever else you want to go. You can go to Walmart and buy the same stuff. You can go to Target, you can go to
but
Best
Amazon
Buy.
do it cheap. They do it cheaper and faster than all those companies.
That's true,
You
but
know?
that's not a monopoly though. Cuz you don't have to shop with Amazon though. You don't have to. So like say I want some diapers, or I want some clothes or a TV. I don't have to go to Amazon. Maybe they may have a better deal, but if I don't give a damn about the deal and I still want that product, I don't have to go to Amazon. Whereas like AT&T, you had to go to AT&T. Ain't no, well, who is that? It ain't nobody else. You will not have phone service.
I'm not familiar with that. Was AT&T the only full service around back then, or you just
Yeah, it
was
was the
around?
first. American Telephone and Telegraph was the first and only phone service at one point until they were broken up as a
When was
monopoly
that?
because, huh?
Like around the 1930s and stuff. When was it? I'm not too familiar
It
with
was longer than that. Here, I'll pull it up. I was about to bring this other story up about Kanye, and then I don't know. I might not
Oh
be
yeah,
on.
yeah. Let's wrap this up and then yeah, we can
Yeah.
go on to something
All
more
right.
like that.
Let's see. AT&T Monopoly. All right. Pull this up, and then
Yeah,
talk
because
about.
the reason why I say monopoly is because is like terms of the e-commerce part.
Yeah.
When
That's
you
why I say
own
if
first,
they separate the companies
yeah,
that Amazon under the Amazon umbrella, then that's a little different. But as far as their e-commerce, that's not a monopoly because you can go somewhere else and buy everything that's on Amazon. It's not one product you can only get at Amazon. You can buy even the Amazon Echo and all that stuff, Alexa and stuff from somewhere else. You know, they sell it at Best Buy, whatever. They have different sales.
that's true.
So it's
That's
a
true.
when was AT&T a monopoly? Um, so AT&T was started in 1885. It was a legal monopoly. Charges were filed against them in the 70s. Yeah, it was all
Okay,
the way up into the 70s. I knew it wasn't.
then that's recent then. Okay, that's real recent.
That's when AT&T got 1984. I was alive. I was alive. I was actually 6 years old. I was born in 78. So I was 6 years old when AT&T broke up. And that's when you got T-Mobile and all of this stuff and Sprint and all of these companies. They didn't exist before then. So if you wanted a phone, you had to go to AT&T. Whatever rate they charged, that's what you had to pay. They know, well, this or that. Or no, this is the rate. This is the service. Take it or leave it. And so that was messed up. They didn't have to improve their service. It was no competition. You couldn't go anywhere else to get a phone. And then cell phones wasn't out then. So you had home phones. You wanted to talk to your family and you wanted a phone in your house, you had to go to AT&T. That's it. Ain't no, well, they give a better service than it. No, that's it. Whereas Amazon, you could still go other places and stuff. So that's where the same difference.
Yeah. I see
And
what you're
that's
saying.
what
Yeah, I
a
see what you're saying.
monopoly is. Yeah, you have no other choice but to do business with them, period. It ain't that they
Yeah,
do it
yeah,
better. That's it.
yeah.
It ain't an
I
option.
understand.
Yeah.
Cause the way I was thinking about it, cause like you were saying before, in terms of convenience, people like you saying like they could go to Best Buy, Walmart, whatever. The way I was thinking about it, like people not gonna do that because it's more convenient to go with Amazon, just based
Mm,
on it being cheaper and you get it faster. Cause I bought a laptop from Best Buy and it took like 2 weeks for me to get this laptop. But
mm.
if I would have bought it from Amazon, it was got here like in 3 to 5 business days.
Right, right. That's true. But you didn't have to. People go there because Amazon is doing good business, which I don't think you should punish a company for doing good business because
If it's,
they, got
I
their
mean,
stuff
if it's
together where they
destroying
can get
mom and
stuff
pop
to you quick.
businesses, if they're destroying a lot of small businesses, then yes,
That's true.
you
They
should.
are. But that's because of the consumers, though. Because mom and pops don't go online. They didn't develop websites. A lot of mom and pops don't use the internet. So you, as a business, you have to take yourself out of the equation. A lot of times, like this is an online business for me. I had this channel incorporated. I run it like a business. I may not be the most profitable business, but that is what I do. So sometimes I may watch shows or talk about shows I don't feel like watching, but it's not about me. It's about the customers and the business you in. So a lot of times mom and pop say, well, I don't like the internet, or they don't take credit card. I don't trust credit card. It ain't about you. You have to do what your customers want. I used to be in merchant processing when I was in my 20s, which is I used to set up businesses to accept credit cards as payment. So all day I would be at the office and we would call business owners across the United States, because a lot of people don't know this, but it's a few thousand new businesses opening up every month in the United States. Even when this was then, I'm pretty sure it's slowed down now, but it's a lot of people that want to be entrepreneurs and open up businesses. So if you open up a business and your customers want to use a credit or debit card, you have to go to some type of merchant processing company so that you can accept those as payments. I would talk to people all the time and they did not want it. They did not want to take credit cards. And I'm thinking, how the hell can you have a business where you're only going to limit your sales to how much money is in somebody's pocket? Whereas if you take credit cards, then you got as much money they got in the bank. They can spend as much money as they got on their credit card with you. Whereas if I only got $20 in my pocket, that's all I'm about to spend with you at the most.
I don't know how long that happened. I don't know what that story you told, how long ago that was.
That was in
How long it's been?
2004.
24? Oh, okay, that's a while back.
Yeah,
But I was saying because technology is moving
long ago.
from 2004 to now, like technology is moving so fast. Now you could pay with stuff from your phone. You could just swipe your phone basically, and you just pay for stuff. So,
but somebody got to set you up for that as a business. How else are you gonna get the money to your account? You see what I'm saying?
I don't know how, because I know that you have to go to certain companies that get that services where you could process it. You have to pay them a fee or a subscription, like subscribe every month. I think it's like a monthly subscription to those services. And I'm not sure how much those companies are charging those small businesses, to be honest with you. But I understand.
That's the cost of doing business too. So it's like they say, it takes money to make money. How you gonna get in the world of business but don't want to pay no fees? And I would have to talk to business owners like this. Like, wait a minute. So you talking about you don't want to pay the fees, you're looking at it as the negative side. So at the time, we would charge like 1.49% of their transactions and like 25 cents to wire the money. So 1.49% would equal $1.49 out of every $100. That's $100 somebody may not have spent.
That goes back to education. Some people might not know that. So like when
I would be educating these people on the phone. Like you would think, because you're a business owner, you understand this stuff and you get it. But a lot of people, to be a business owner, you got more guts. And if you even think about some of the most successful business owners or creators out there, it's not that they had college degrees, not to say they were dumb, but they had more guts and belief in what they were doing than other things. Like Steve Jobs, he didn't finish school, I believe, right? Bill Gates didn't get his degree, but they had the guts and believed in what they was doing. And not that they were dumb, they weren't, but it ain't always about that. I got this much book smarts. Sometimes you got to have more belief in yourself than anything. A lot of people didn't have belief in what I was doing because I didn't know how to make videos and I didn't know how to set up streaming and this and that. But I had the guts and belief in myself that no, I don't know how to do this, but I do know how to learn. And so I will learn how to do this stuff and I will figure it out. And so after over 4 years, look at where I am now. Whereas when I began, I didn't know how to set up stream or make videos or do this or do that. And so a lot of people, friends and family, didn't support me and wrote me off.
But you're a small business. You're a small
Yeah,
you're a small business. So what my concern is like I want like more protection for small business owners because these large companies they have so much money backing them they could basically outspend you and just play like a waiting game. So like, have you ever noticed that let's say you go to like a Target or Walmart, you could buy like a Gatorade for $1 and they'll take the debit card. But if you go to a small store like a mom and
right,
pop shop, and you try to do they kept the minimum you could spend at that store is $5 because it
right.
wouldn't make no sense because if they did that, I think the companies charge them an extra fee. Well, where the
No.
larger companies, the I think I'm
So I
set to the
remember I
company.
used to set up for this. So I'm gonna tell you
Oh yeah, well
first
yeah,
of
go
all,
ahead, put me on.
yeah, first of all, that's illegal, but most consumers don't know this, so they don't report it. Part of your credit card agreement to accept it is you cannot turn down customers or make them spend a certain amount. But because of the small mind of the business owners, they see it as I'm losing money because if you spend, they look at it as individual transactions. So you have to look at it all as per $100 as well, and the
So
one point four percent
put
or
into
whatever.
like $1, like put into $1 amount. So say I go into a store and I spend $1 and I use my debit card. How much does the
Right.
company charge for that What percentage do they charge for that transaction?
Now, based off of the fees, when I was working there, the fees may have gone up slightly, but they can't go up that much. Back then, we would charge 25 cents to wire that dollar to you. So that would bring it down to only making 75 cents out of that dollar. And then they would charge 1.49% of your processing. So that would be $1.49 per $100 of credit card sales that you put through. Now, the extra 25 cents at the time to wire your money, I can understand if you were sending just $1 transactions all the time, but most people spend more than $1 on a debit or credit card anyway. Now, I'll tell you all something else. If you tell them, hey, I work at merchant process and you can't deny me a sale, they'll go ahead and do it because don't nobody know this, that you could do it. And you can actually call, like most of the credit card things, at least they used to have a number or something, or you could call and report them to whoever they processing is and get them in trouble saying they denying your transactions. But most people ain't gonna go through all of that. What I've done before is when they have said something and I only wanted to spend like $2 or $3, I'm like, man, this is against your credit card agreement. I work in merchant processing. You can't deny me, a sale, and then they'll go ahead and do it because don't nobody know this, and they don't, they don't know
But do they really enforce it though? Do they really enforce
that
that?
is not enforced because don't nobody know.
Okay.
So like you thought that was okay that they can charge you $5, and most people think that that's okay, and they
But you
only
know
do
how like jaywalking,
it in black communities,
jaywalking is illegal. Right, like you
right?
know how
They
jaywalking is
don't
illegal, but
enforce it,
nobody's enforcing because you'll be arresting people all day.
right? Right. That's true. But see, here's the thing. So the small businesses say that and do that. The big businesses don't because they know all money adds up at the end of the day. You don't turn down sales or force your customers an inconvenience when you are in the world of business. You want a person to spend every dollar they can at your business, whether it's only one or whether it's three or 100. That's why you went into business, to make money. So all money count. That's why for my membership area, I have a $1 level. Now, like I say, it's a cost to do business. YouTube charges 30%. 30%.
On your
So
revenue?
out of that $1, I'm only going to get 70 cents. But I'm not looking at it as, well, I only get 70 cents. I'm not going to make a $1 level. I'm only going to make a $5 level. No, because if I had 1,000 people at that $1 level, that would be $700 that I would be able to generate from my business. And The point of having a business is to make as many sales and include as many people as possible. Whereas if I turn that down, maybe I only have, 200 people at the $5 level. Whereas I could have had people at the $1 and the $5 level. You see what I'm saying? So it's small-minded business thinking when you're turning down people because all you see is the fees. Whereas I could see if the fees, even if it was at 50%, which would really suck because the 30% is high, at the same time, it's still allowing people convenience. So, like, I have the option to turn off Super Chat because YouTube takes 30%. So, hey, Birds Nation, I appreciate you right now for your support. Thank you. So, out of the $5, they're going to take 30% of that. But if I would have turned off Super Chat and told people only support me on Cash App or PayPal, how many people would do it? This is convenient.
Yes,
This is in
yeah.
your face. You see what I'm saying? They don't have to go to another app right now. They don't have
Okay,
to leave from the comments in the show right now. So
okay,
although
Jay. So you saying that YouTube takes 30%, right? So
yes,
what's the cost for you to run your channel? Like, is there an initial cost that you got to pay a subscription to YouTube every month, or is just the setup that and then that's basically it?
now so YouTube is free. Anybody can start up a YouTube channel. It's free.
Okay.
It doesn't cost you anything. But here's the thing. If you want to have a successful channel, it's going to cost you to buy the equipment, at least, whether it's a better computer or cameras, or you're going to have to, pay for different apps and subscriptions and things to help you. Like, for example, that this banner that I brought, like that service cost me to be able to make that. That's not free. So if you want to make nice things and do certain things, it costs to run this stream. Cost me $50 a month. And it's able to stream to Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, whatever the case, Twitch. Whereas if I didn't want to pay that, then I wouldn't be able to reach a larger audience. You want to reach as many customers, whatever business your motto is, your customers are the people that support your business. So the more views I have, the more ads play, then the more revenue. It's like a TV channel. TV shows are not there to entertain you. TV shows are there so that they can sell advertising. See, and the reason why it's no advertising on HBO is because you pay them directly. So when people are paying for my member service and I do my members only on Wednesday, there are no ads because they are paying directly. So why would I make them sit through ads? Whereas people that aren't part of the members and just watching this replay, there will be ads. Because how else would I be able to stay in business and pay all of this stuff? So people have to keep that in mind. People don't consistently make videos for free and spend hours and hours doing that. Of course, there's some YouTubers that do it and they're not making money. And, it's a reason why a lot of times they're not consistent or their content isn't, to the quality where people come back and watch. But for example, like a Mark Dark or Lamont Tyson, they consistently are putting up content. They're not doing it for free. Not to say they are all about the money, but it's a business. It's a job. It takes hours to put stuff together. Sometimes even up to 8 hours, 12 hours. That's a whole day's work. And so when people are having entertainment, I know a lot of people look at YouTube as free and they watch videos for free. So that's why they don't like to, support people like how Birds Nation, and other people send in money and support because they look at it as, why do that when I can watch it for free? But they're thinking from a selfish perspective. because a person is not there. Not that I don't mind talking and doing this and that, but I can't do this for free. I wouldn't be able to reach everybody. I wouldn't be able to do the content I did if I wasn't making money. And then what would be the motivation? You know, Jeff Bezos created Amazon not only to provide better service, but to be rich. I don't necessarily need to be the richest man in the world, but I would like a few dollars. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I ain't mad at
everybody
you for that.
got to keep that in
Yeah,
mind.
you gotta live, man.
You
You gotta
know?
live too.
And if I'm spending 8 hours a day or 12 hours making content, how can I go to another job? So how can I support my family? How can I pay my bills? But most people don't give a damn about a creator or even think about that. But like, you know, I'm a person too. I got bills too. I can't be sitting here watching all these shows, hours and hours of shows, and then talking about it and writing about it and go to work like everybody else. Like, how can I do all of that? You know, so people have to think of it that way, you know, and a lot of people don't. Um, Let me go ahead and talk about this Kanye right quick. Oh, and another thing I want to tell y'all about the app of the day. I didn't. We started talking. I should have said this first earlier before I got into it a lot. But app of the day is going to be called Rakuten. And if you use this app, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you all. I did have a video for it, but I can't get it pulled up. They got this way you can save money on all kind of products, real stuff.
You
You
talking
go
about the Honey app?
no, Honey is one way that shows you deals and discounts, but Rakuten is a little better than that. Oh, I forgot I made this right here. Hold on. Hey, I got to pay for these services. I got to use them, right?
True. You should get the applause button every time you drop it. I didn't just froze. Hold up. Yo, you can hear me, Jay?
Damn, it's saying I'm not. You there? All right, there we go. I don't know what just happened. It said I ain't connected to the internet. You there? Mike left. All right. Well, I'm gonna get with Kanye later. I guess Mike didn't hear me, but you know, Rakuten. Go ahead in the App Store, check this out. It goes to the real websites, whether it's Target, Walmart, Macy's, whatever, Nike, and they actually give you real cash back. I have gotten real money. Not only do they give you discounts when you shop with 6% off, 3% off, some even 10% off, you actually get real cash back. And when you get the cash back, you know, like for example, I bought a pair of shoes on Nike that was expensive, but after the deals and everything, it came out to regular price. I bought a pair of Nike Adapt, the self-lacing shoes. They were like $350. But the only reason I bought them is because after I did all the stuff with Rakuten and the discounts, I paid like $220, which is like the regular price for a pair of Jordans. So I like that. And you could go ahead into your browser or your app store and sign up for Rakuten. They actually, because the NBA now advertises companies on their jerseys, they actually advertise with the Golden State Warriors. This is a real legit site. I've been using it for years, and it is definitely worth getting. Trust me, you will save money with Rakuten. And I also have a code right here. where you can get some money off. Hold on. I'm going to send you this code. You put this link in there, and you will definitely be able to save a buck or two. And I'm going to show you this. It says right here, you get 30 bucks. So let me go ahead and send this. And then we get ready to get up out of here. Hold on. I'm about to put the link up. Hey, it's all good, Mike. We about to wrap this up. Hey, I'm trying to, Sheena. I'm trying to, girl. You know, hey, I'm trying to keep it interesting, you know, change it up, make it interesting. I know sometimes I can get long-winded. So I'm going to go ahead and make this work and try to keep it interesting for people. And let's see if I got this link posted. All right, here's the Rakuten link. Copy it. Hold on. Well, let me sign in. All right, I should have signed in earlier. You see all of these stores? I'm telling you, every store that you probably think of going to is on there. All right. You go ahead and get that. Use that link. Get you a free $30 off on your next item. All right. And also, let me show you something on how much money I got coming back from my cash back. Because it really does work. And let me see. I thought it uploaded on my computer already, but it didn't. Here it comes right now, though. Come on. It's always seemed like it's taking forever when you're waiting on it. Hey, Mike, I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for the support, man. And it was good talking with you as well, man. I appreciate you, man. You're more than welcome anytime. I always talk with my people, and you are no exception. It was good talking with you. We had some good conversations. Definitely want you to come back through again. And thanks for the support. Every little bit helps. And definitely check out this Rakuten. Of course, now that I needed to do something, it ain't doing it. So we'll see what happens with that. If y'all heard that, that was my Ring doorbell. That's another good thing you should have. It definitely lets you know when people creeping around corners and all around your house. Let me see who out here trying to snoop around, man. I might have to go ahead and let the dogs out. Ain't got no dogs. Anyway, I'm trying to get this thing to post this so I can show you guys. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna show you this picture of my Rakuten home page right quick. And whoops. Then you all will see that this actually does work before we get up out of here. So this is my Rakuten home page from my phone. And as you see down here in the bottom, I got 96.31, almost $100 coming cash back. And since I've been using it, I've gotten a couple $100. They can either direct deposit it or you can have them send a physical check. I had them send a physical check one time because I just wanted to make sure. And they did. And it actually works. And how it works is instead of spending money on traditional advertising, they spend the money on direct advertising and give the money back to you, the shopper, for shopping with them through their things. So, you know, it's definitely worth checking out. You can save money and make money while you buying the things you was going to buy anyway. Nike, Macy's, eBay. These are all places that I just shopped recently. That's why they was there. They my favorites. Also lids. Well, I got to get my little brims and all of that. So, you know, go ahead, get a deal. Ain't no need in spending all your money up on stuff that's in your closet. Okay. Big Mike, I appreciate it. I do more financial talks on Wednesday with my members only. because I know that they really are there for it. A lot of people that come on Fridays and Sundays are looking more for entertainment and to laugh or talk about TVs and shows and stuff more so than learning about something about their money or credit or whatever the case. And it is what it is. So that's fine, but definitely come join the membership area. And I definitely be dropping a lot of stuff with that. Sweet Serenity normally come through. She had a lot of good financial info and things, and we just are able to talk and be free. We don't have to worry about other topics as much. So definitely join the membership area. It's $1 a month minimum. Of course, it would be better if you join more, but $1 a month. And also, it's some people that say they don't like reoccurring billing and things like that. It's $1. It's $1. And the reoccurring billing, people, I know us in the Black community always think somebody's going to take advantage and steal and do things nefarious because, I mean, it's a track record of bad things happening. But at the end of the day, if you are ever charged on your card or something that was incorrect, your bank will always 9 times out of 10 back you up and refund the charge, reverse the charge. So, I mean, don't worry about that kind of stuff. And I have not had one person ever tell me, whether they are my supporters on Patreon or on the membership area, that they were charged for something incorrectly. I've had Patreon for about 4 years. 4 years, never one incident, not even one. And the YouTube membership has almost been about 1 year. And we're talking about over 50 people combined that never once got charged incorrectly. So I know everybody has different phobias and things going on, but that's something that, you shouldn't have. And the difference is, I know they say, well, I'd rather support the way where I just do this or, super chat or whatever the case, and that's fine. But with a person that does the membership as a business, it now allows me to budget. I know how much I'm got coming in every month and how much I'm able to spend. Whereas people, when they do super chat or cash app or whatever, I don't know when that's coming, if it's coming at all. I don't know how much. And it makes it very difficult to plan and budget and run a business that way. I wouldn't pay for this service to stream with you guys if that's all that I had going for me. It's because of the people that support me in the membership area and Patreon that I'm even doing this service. Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't even be paying $50 a month for this streaming service that so many people enjoy. So keep that in mind. It's no way to plan a business when you don't know how much income is coming in every month. So anyway, enough with all the business talk. I know some people is getting a little bored with that. You say the member channel or Patreon. So I'll show you one more thing right quick before we get out of here. Let's see. So if you go right here on YouTube, so here's my YouTube channel, the homepage. All you got to do is see these tabs up here, is just go right here to the About tab. Once you get to the About tab, you can scroll down. There's my website, Facebook, Twitter, PayPal, Instagram, Twitch, and Patreon links. Okay, and membership, you can click right here and become a member. So everything is all right there laid out for you on the home page. Just take a look You might, see a few things you didn't know was there. Check it out. I appreciate your support, regardless of whatever you choose to do or not do. I know everybody may not be in the financial situation to afford $1 a month, which is another reason why I'm going to start to try to do this giveaway at least every week, where you might get a free Twanky or two for supporting. Okay? If you can't afford $1 a month, $20, that's 2 years' salary for you. Okay? Anyway, I appreciate everybody for watching. I had a great time talking with you, Mike. Damn, the time fly, don't it? Anyway, I'll see y'all Sunday. I appreciate y'all for watching, and I'm up out of here. Peace.